They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Longhorns will kick it away first. Fielded in the end zone, it's Royer. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Georgia's offense will get the football first. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Complete in the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Back to pass on second down. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. So now it's second and long.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
And the Longhorns with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to throw on first down. Did the work himself. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They've got some work to do on this third and long from the 40. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. Got the first down. And he gives himself up, but not before he moves those sticks. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Got his man quickly. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the 1st down. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. Motion from the wide receiver. Bringing the heat. Quarterback just flat. Missed him. Incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Try and play action. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And he was virtually unblockable on that play. You know, it reminds me of seeing the highlights of my partner here, David Pollock, a guy that doesn't like to talk about his own greatness, so I'll do it for him. David raised the bar in the standard for D-line play at the University of Georgia. It was his athleticism. It was his tenacity. He wasn't just getting sacks and tackles for losses. He was picking off passes and taking them to the house. He was like the honey badger before the honey badger, but playing D-line. All-time.
He'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish.
Turning it on! After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The Dogs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, they only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
How nice is it for the quarterback knowing he's got a tight end that can get down the field vertically on the cornerback? You know, if you just put it anywhere near this guy with his long arms, he's going to pluck the football. He did it right there.
And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass that took everything away and forced the incompletion.
They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a 1st down.
Well, they get the 1st down, going for it on 4th and 1, and they're in that fringe area right now in their opponent's territory. So important for them to keep the momentum going, because they've got to be thinking, we're scoring points here. We're going to pay this drive off.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And those hairy Dogs taking a bite out of another 1st down.
You don't usually find Georgia teams that complicate things. They know who they are, and it starts with running the football, establishing the line of scrimmage. That's what the Dogs do.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one, if they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways, they were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Using the quick game. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. First play of the period will be a second down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
A nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching him off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
The give to the tailback. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Under fire. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
The short hands, it's Prince. Makes the grab, and a nice gain gets it to the 35. The Longhorns will have it first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. That's reeled in, it's Prince.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Longhorns in a good spot here with second and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. And the Longhorns come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. It'll be a run on third and short. To the 15. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. The Longhorns started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Trying to find the end zone. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Second and goal for this offense. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! Timely decisions, effective play management helps him get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree. Yes, I agree. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Gets rid of it. A strike downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Got the first down. Looking for more. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. There he goes. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red, inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Running back searching for a hole. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Dogs! We got a timeout here late in. Half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the right. Makes the catch. It's Cobb. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Got his man downfield. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. Here's the handoff. Breaks into the open. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Keeps looking downfield. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Pressure coming. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to throw, they'll have to be efficient against the clock. Finds the tight end. Oh, what a move to get room. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged out of the air. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Lets it fly deep downfield. Dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Trying to set the tone with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. The Longhorns line up to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch. He's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimum gain.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a...
Oh, he's got some space. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. On first down, here comes this offense. Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Safe completion on the screen. Headed to the end zone, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Texas!
This is a running back that can hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They called the screen at the absolute perfect time, and it ends up being a touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal with 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Akron has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little.
To the air on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Fires left. He's got it. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that. Yeah, good coverage.
Makes the grab. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. He went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the defense.
He wants to throw it again. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Makes the grab on the left. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Pulls it in. It's Prince. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. It's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Longhorns will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Quarterback on the keeper. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. And the Bulldogs have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And this offense continues to struggle to get this guy the football. He's one of their best players. Coming into this game, they knew he was a big key, but they just haven't been able to link up. They try another shot down the field to no avail. That's a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard.
And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. Georgia lining up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. All the way back to the 15. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. It's caught. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. Into the secondary on the right. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. How efficient have they been as they extend here in week 5.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Running into the open space. It's a fumble on the play. They were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Fires to the wideout. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. So 1st down will open up the final period. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Just keeps slinging it. Unloads it left. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes the grab past the marker. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Georgia hunkers down in the red zone. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. He's looking to throw. Here's the pressure. Oh, what a cut. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
Well, the quarterback had the matchup he wanted. His big tight end with that wingspan working against that defender in the end zone. Man, that QB will take that matchup all day.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive, turning it on. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The handoff keeps working on that clock. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. They'll go to the ground. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee.